Hello everybody, this is going to be against AllAboutYou, the Terran player with 2,318 points and 574 wins, 419 losses. And here we go everybody, I am PsyStarcraft and this is another StarCraft 2 commentary. This map is going to be Scrap Station and we have AllAboutYou. What the? Oh, okay, this is a... I was like, someone's messaging me while I'm on busy? What? And yeah, we have a couple spectators in this game. This is going to be AllAboutYou, the Terran player, as the red in the top. And Psy, that's me, PsyStarcraft, in the eastern position as the green Zerg. Always got to go with the green, man. It's all about the green. Cool thing is, even if it's not a custom game, which it is right now, this is a custom game, you can actually set it to allied colors, and it'll make your enemy red, which is what he is, and yourself green, no matter what the colors actually are. I think this is just coincidental, though. We are not on allied colors right now. We just happen to pick green and red. You might notice my voice is a tidbit nasally. I had like a mini cold. It was really weird, just like a miniature cold. Drank a lot of water, you know, ate well, and I'm already over it, so it should be good to go tomorrow or the next day. No more weird sounding voice. I almost sound like a kind of robot, like the voice box. Like I sound like a voice box. I don't know. I can kind of feel it. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But anyway, Scrap Station, nice map for Zerg because the distances are so long. If the Terran player can bust through these two rocks in the middle, then they can shorten that distance, but many Zerg will opt for that fast expansion, you know, 14 or 15 hatch, and usually rely on a lot of mutaplay because this is a big map, but the air distances are very short between the two bases. AllAboutYou, such a good Terran player, man, 2,300 points. This guy is so good with Hellions. I cannot tell you how freaking good this guy is with Hellions. I mean, yeah, okay, you bring Hellions into a base, you kill drones, and you run away. But this guy just finds holes where no one else will find holes. He's like a running back. That's what he is. Or, I could use another example for someone who finds holes, but, Imagination Land for that one. Orbital Command for AllAboutYou, and we are seeing a hatch rate from myself, as well as a spawning pool. And I'm going a pretty fast gas, like almost immediately after the spawning pool. Usually you want to kind of save up some minerals so you can get a couple queens at both of your hatcheries and, you know, get some Zerglings to defend any early pressure on your expansion. But I'm getting this early gas because I played AllAboutYou before and I know he loves those Hellion openings, and you can't deal with Hellions unless you have roaches or unless you have speedlings, so I'm going the speedling route this game. Yes, looks like we are seeing a factory. And he is smartly building that away from the choke so I can't see it if I am to prod up with any Zerglings. And of course, the trusty Overlord. Always want to be right here. This is another reason he's not placing the factory right here. I could simply float my Overlord a couple inches to the northeast, northwest, and see what he's doing. We are seeing a tech lab on that barracks. Not seeing a reactor, so it doesn't look like he's going to be switching to a reactor. Might see some tech lab Hellions though. Pre-igniter is very strong if you want to wait for it to research. Let me bring up that production tab for you guys. And I did do a transfer. I'm running off of one gas right now. And after you start your two queens, make sure to get an Overlord when you're around 26 out of 28. We can see that I'm kind of neglecting that. A little bit slackerish. Didn't really see that, but I am getting a lot better at my Overlord timings. One hallmark of a very good Zerg player is never supply blocking yourself. And here we go. I have done that. 28 out of 28. Metabolic boost almost down. One factory. Ooh, we are seeing a starport. So no Hellion played this game, starport, and a lot of Marines actually. It looks like Stimpack. We're probably going to see a Marine drop. This game was a couple days ago. Oh, get away from me. Oh, I just killed a fly that's on my hand. Gross. Sick. You're such a girl, Psy. So yeah, if you see a starport this fast from an enemy and he's not going to build a tech lab or swap it or anything like that, you can almost expect to see a drop or maybe an early Viking. I'm not a fan of the early Viking though. They don't really... You might kill two Overlords, but then it's kind of wasted, and especially against a fast expansion, you want to do a little bit more than just kill a couple Overlords. So yeah, we are seeing a quick dropship. On my side, we're getting a lair and a roach horn and a second gas. If you're going to get a lair, most of the time you're going to need more than one gas, so second gas preparing for any kind of lair attack, roach speed, mass roaches, and I'm going for it! Go Overlord! Go Overlord! Trying to see if I can find anything, and... oh, I don't know if I saw anything. No, it doesn't look like I saw anything at all. So perfectly placed tech back here. The experienced Terran player neglecting, or nullifying the Zerg scouts, I should say. If we look at the Harvester tab, running off 2 base and up by 6 on Harvesters, so doing pretty well there. if I can fend off, and checking for a fast expansion here with some links, if I can fend off any... Oh, wait a second. Back up. Hold the phone. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry, man. Oh, look at this. I even like... Oh, not cool. I don't know why I did that. I feel so bad. I feel so bad about that. Man. Shit. Okay. What I missed here is I actually did move up with my lings about right here, and I saw a medevac. So this is why I'm bringing my roaches up here. And he actually has, wow, he's got 10 Marines, 9 Marines, 1 SCV, and 2 Hellions. And he's afraid of 3 roaches. I don't know about that. I do have some Zergling support. Killing the units as they come out is always a nice way to deal with drops. But if we look at the unit tab right now, I don't quite have enough to fend this off. I'm putting down a spine, 2 spines at my expansion, because I know that's where he's flying. He's going to drop off at the ledge, use his height advantage, and you know, try to harass my expo a little bit. Stimpak going down, maybe a little bit premature, not going to get full use out of that, but some roaches pushing in, trying to kill these Marines, running back, good micro from these Hellions and these Marines. These Hellions not doing too much anymore now that the Zerglings are all dead. And if we look at the production, I'm getting 6 roaches. Roach speed is almost up. I need to salvage these drones, get out of the drones, either get out or fight. You can't just get picked off. Roaches flanking the concave from the western part of these little forests, and now the drones are soaking up damage. Looks like he's not going to pick up. He's going to run back and kite with the Stimpak, healing up those Marines so they can Stimpak even more. 6 roaches now, not quite with the Guido Reconstitution though. It would be very nice against those Marines with the Stimpak, but I do fight that off, but at the cost of 10 or so drones. He's got a medevac. Oh yes, I totally forgot to show you guys this. But while that was happening, he actually did another drop up here. He was not paying attention to it. I was not paying attention to it. But luckily, I saw the drop when it was coming, and I threw down 2 spines, so I got really lucky to avoid any damage right there. Nicely placed spines, and he was just so occupied with this battle, none of us really noticed. I think he was assuming, there's no way this guy's going to have spines in here. I'm just going to drop my Marines, and they're going to kill all the drones while he's not watching, so... I got a little bit fortunate there. Now I'm counterattacking. You'd be surprised on one base when Terran tech up to, you know, dropships or Thors, how few units they actually have. All he has is 4 medevacs and what, 15 Marines? 11 Marines, wow. And seeing 4 medevacs with his Overlord, always want to place these Overlords in between the 2 bases, at least right here anyway. And when I saw these 4 medevacs, I'm like, oh shit, 32 Marines, I'm boned. But, you know, he only has 11 Marines. My counterattack up here, he has nothing to defend against it. He has a tech lab, so we might see a base swap, another spine going up. The spine just isn't going to do enough. Killing that Hellion, actually. Not going to be able to take out the 2nd Marine. Meanwhile, in his base, I do bust him up the wall, killing a lot of SCVs. He only has a couple of Marines in there, so we are seeing a kind of base trade. Picking up a lot of drones. Do I have any defenses at my expansion? No, I don't. Do I have any roaches coming out? 4 more roaches. Attack upgrade coming up. He's trying to build a bunker. SCVs are all dead. Income is, he has at 6 SCVs. And, man, I don't know who's going to win this. Well, I do, but I don't want to tell you. And do we have any other units from myself or him? I do have 5 roaches, 1 spine, another roach coming out. These 2 spines, or this spine and these roaches, might be enough for these Marines, but I need to back up to the spine. He actually maneuvers around it, and that's what I mean. This guy just finds the holes. Pause it for a second, see what's going on here. He's lifting off all of his buildings. I do kill the SCV, preparing that expansion, so that's good. So looking good right now. And look at this. I had an Overlord right here, as you saw. When I saw this lift off, I moved it to the expansion, and I started pooping creep so it can't land. So I thought that was pretty freaking sweet. Here we go. 5 roaches, 6 roaches, and a lot of drones. Looks like I'm going to be able to clean up these Marines. He has 7 left, but these medevacs are just going to heal for an infinite amount of time. Do pick off another Marine, microing that single weak Marine back just a little bit. Notice he did not kill the hatchery at the main. I did force him to lift off everything. He's not mining anymore, but he might just destroy this hatchery down here. Unit tab, I've got 18 roaches. A lot of the roaches actually came out of this hatchery and rallied up to my main. Transferring my drones, not worrying about this expansion, and I'm going to bring my roaches back because I can see that his command center is out here, and this other command center he actually canceled. So we've got a very intense game. I've got the army advantage, but he's kind of got a mobility advantage. I don't know. Maybe not. I just have to keep an eye on these medevacs. Attack 1 almost up. Medevacs flying into my main base. Not too bad on the drones. Able to save 14 drones. He's running in here. Knows he can't do much with only 5 Marines. 4 medevacs, one of them weak, one of them in the yellow. And again, pooping on the main, that's right. Pooping on the island, pooping on the main, pooping on the expansion, sending an overlord over here to poop on the far away expansion. Meanwhile, these guys aren't really doing too much, just kind of flying around, checking things out. And oh, he might lose this medevac. Yes, he does, just kind of stops and loses that. What are we seeing here? Infestation pit. That's kind of suspect. Yeah, infestation pit, probably not a good idea. I think I was trying to be tricky and just fungal growth these medevacs and kill them with my queens. But what I should have done is just gotten a Hydra Den. Much more simple, much better response. And if we look here, even with the one upgrade, doing 10 damage a shot, she needs 14 shots. She's only able to do 110 damage. And this Banshee is just going to go nuts. Wait, that doesn't make sense. That's a chick. Just go nuts over my drones. And I know I'm going to lose these drones. I just want to make sure not to let him get that drop off. So I lost a couple drones, running them away, waiting for my second queen. Luckily for me, though, he does not have cloak. Notice I split half of my roaches. I don't know if you saw on the minimap. Half of my roaches to his main base. And he's struggling to pump out SCVs. I'm killing a lot of the SCVs, though. Queen comes out, killing that Banshee. And right now, all he really has is 5 Marines. There's a Marauder in here that I killed. And I'm preventing him from getting any expansions whatsoever. In the main, the Marines are just kind of chilling. They almost got abandoned. You medevacs, 0 harvesters from AllAboutYou, 100 minerals, so he can build back with this command center, but there's just not really anywhere he can land. He cannot fight these roaches, especially with the Acid Saliva +1 upgrade. So yeah, I'm just taking out a lot of his structures right now. I'm looking pretty safe in my main. I do have an infestor out for fungal growth if he does come with another Banshee. And something else I want to show to you guys as well is, notice, you remember how that Banshee did a lot of damage when it came to my base? Well, look what I chose to focus back when I was doing this harassment. And I just barely killed the starport, well, 10 seconds before the Banshee completes. So I don't think it would have mattered at that point. I had fungal growth by the time he got over here and a queen. But, just a heads up play, trying to make sure he does not come back in this. He drops in there, tries to kill my roaches, but not able to do it. And he GG's out. So, nice little base trade. Terran is actually surprisingly vulnerable when they try these tricky strategies like that. Thor drops, a lot of Hellions, they're vulnerable to roaches. So don't think you just have to sit by and be passive all game, because it takes a lot for a Terran to tech up, especially if they're off one base. And that is a hero overlord, I just have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And let's see, I need a sign off. I need a sign off. How about you guys just listen to a squirt bottle? Alright, see ya.